This billionaire investor owns a quarter of U-Mobile and $4 million worth of land in Singapore, and is known as the motorcycle riding, Ferrari driving, Instagram savvy billionaire, and now he's the new king of Malaysia. How did a biker billionaire become the king of Malaysia? Before we start spilling some information, do not hesitate to hit the notification button, like this video, and stay glued to the screen. Done that? Let's go. Sultan Ibrahim of Malaysia might not be known by a lot of people, but he is well known and respected amongst the rich and mighty. There are billionaires, and there are the billionaires. Not only is this new king so wealthy that he could buy the world and beyond, but his lifestyle is so fascinating that many wish to live in his presence. But behind the luxury is hard work, dedication, and above all, a history that will interest you. In this video, we look into his luxurious lifestyle. How did he make his wealth? And how did he come to be the king of Malaysia? Is there a secret we do not know about? Stay till the end of the video to know the truth. Before we delve into this video, hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Now, let's get into it. Sultan Ibrahim of Malaysia's southern state of Johor was sworn in as the country's next king on January 31st, 2024. In Malaysia's unique structure, 9 rotating rulers, known as sultans or raja, take turns serving as king of the Federation of Malaysia every 5 years. And this time, it was Sultan Ibrahim's turn. He was elected at the age of 65 in October into this office. Traditionally, Malaysia's king has held primarily ceremonial roles. However, in recent years, their function has evolved, with monarchs now playing an important role in negotiating political issues. This trend has been especially noticeable in the last 5 years, which have been defined by political instability. Sultan Abdullah, the previous king, played an important part during the COVID-19 epidemic and helped to avoid a political gridlock following the 2022 general election, which resulted in a hung parliament. The monarchy's growing influence in politics and the economy indicates a shifting dynamic within Malaysia's government structure. Anyway, Sultan Ibrahim is well known for his luxurious lifestyle. During his inauguration, he made a big appearance by flying from his home state of Johor to Malaysia's capital of Kuala Lumpur aboard his private jet, a magnificent blue Boeing 737. This costly means of transportation is only one part of his lavish lifestyle. Not only does he own a collection of private jets, but he also owns a large collection of vehicles and motorcycles, as well as vast real estate holdings abroad. Not stopping there, he has other exotic species, including tigers, lions, and crocodiles, demonstrating his extravagant tastes. Sultan Ibrahim was born on November 22, 1958. To the former Sultan of Johor and an English mother. Since then, he has been groomed for the role of a leader. He followed in his forefathers' footsteps, receiving military and civilian training to establish resilience, discipline, and character development. This training honed his leadership skills, as evidenced by his time as a platoon commander at the Young Officers Tactical Course at the Malaysian Army Training School shortly after finishing secondary school. Ibrahim later attended the American Special Forces Green Beret and Pathfinder course, where he completed 19 parachute flights, 8 of which were night jumps. His boldness earned him the Green Beret and wings. His choice of military unit indicated his love and thirst for perilous adventures and life choices, which would eventually make him one of the most respected figures in history. After competing parachute jumps in Bandung, he joined the SEAL Squad and was named an honorary member of Kopassus, the Indonesian Red Beret. These accomplishments were enough to gain him high positions in his father's land, since he not only made his family proud, but also represented his country positively in foreign places. So when he returned to Johor after a few years, he was named Deputy Commanding Officer of the Johor Military Forces. However, this young prince saw offices as both a title and an obligation. He enrolled as a student pilot in the Royal Malaysian Air Force, and after 4 hours of instruction, was given permission to fly solo, thanks to his extraordinary skill and drive. Prince Ibrahim showed amazing abilities early in his youth, graduating as a pilot ahead of his classmates. On April 26, 1982, during a passing out parade where he served as a captain, his father Sultan Iskandar awarded him his wings, indicating that his pilot training had been completed successfully. In addition to his aviation feats, Sultan Ibrahim received extensive military training, serving as a Royal Malaysian Navy officer for 3 months at the RMN facility in Lumut. This one-of-a-kind experience qualified him as an officer in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, adding to his wide skill set for his multifarious duty. Recognizing the value of wide knowledge in administration, Sultan Ibrahim pursued further education at Boston's Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. He enrolled in courses such as Southwest Asian Strategic Studies and International Laws of the Seas, demonstrating a desire to comprehend global dynamics and diplomatic nuances. Sultan Ibrahim had practical experience in a variety of state government roles throughout the years, including the State Secretariat, Treasury, Land Office, Town and Country Planning Department, Forestry Department, and Agriculture Department. These positions gave him great experience in management and administration, preparing him for his future responsibilities as a king. His diversified background, which included military, academic, and administrative experiences, helped him develop into a well-rounded leader he is today. Tunku Ibrahim was named the heir and crown prince of Johor after his father, His Royal Highness Sultan Iskandar, usurped the throne on July 3, 1981. When his father was appointed Yang di-Pertuan Agong of Malaysia, Tunku Ibrahim was appointed regent of Johor from April 25, 1984 to April 25, 1989, assuming the duties of a sovereign. Sultan Ibrahim's wife is Rajazard Sophia from the Perak royal line. Her educational career led her to Oxford, where she studied Chinese studies. Interestingly, she married the adventurous prince at the tender age of 18 when she was still in college. They have 5 sons and a girl. Queen Rajazard Sophia is an outstanding linguist who speaks 5 languages and is the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Technology, Malaysia. Aside from her scholastic achievements, she's a prolific author of children's books, a regular contributor to newspaper columns, and an active participant in humanitarian endeavors. When their father ascended to the throne, his eldest son, Crown Prince Ismail, became interim ruler of Johor. Crown Prince Ismail is a well-known person in Malaysian football, as he owns the Johor Darul Tazim Football Club, the country's all-time football leader. Amina, the king's only daughter, is married to Dutch soccer player and model Dennis Verbas. They are happily married and have 2 beautiful children as of this day. Amina attended an art college in Singapore and inherited her mother's sketching talent. Notably, she forayed into entrepreneurship by developing the royal art of beauty, a range of skincare kits. Following the family history of military training, the other sons enlisted in the Malaysian Army. Idris, one of the 2 sons, became vice-chancellor at the University of Malaysia. Abdul Jalil, a zoology graduate, was passionate about philanthropy and sailing. Unfortunately, he died from liver cancer in 2015. His 2 younger sons, Abdul Rahman and Abdul Bakar, are professional race car drivers. They represent Malaysia at international competitions. While the king's position is normally ceremonial, Sultan Ibrahim has developed a proactive approach to completing his parliamentary tasks, such as selecting a prime minister and utilizing his authority to pardon anyone convicted of crimes. However, he goes above and beyond these customary tasks, stating a desire to remain actively involved in administration during his reign. In a recent interview with the Singapore Straits Times, Sultan Ibrahim expressed his opposition to being a puppet king and his commitment to battling corruption and establishing national unity. His approach demonstrates a commitment to have a significant impact on Johor's governance. The Sultan and other leaders have aggressively lobbied for political stability and warned against the opposition's attempts to destabilize the government. In addition, he is a strong advocate for welfare concerns, enabling on annual motorbike trips to engage with the people of his state. Sultan Ibrahim's outspoken personality and ambitious drive resulted in public interest and debate over his fortune and his origins. As Sultan of Johor, he has drawn notice not only for his accomplishments, but also for his ostentatious displays and open demeanor. The mystery of Ibrahim Iskandar's true identity has aroused discussion, adding a fascinating layer to his dynamic public character. Long before earning his new title, Sultan Ibrahim was widely regarded as one of the most powerful and wealthy people in the country. According to sources, the Johor family is worth around $5.7 billion, with investments in private property, real estate, and public and private corporations. Notably, the Johor dynasty is Malaysia's sole royal family, with a private army, which was provided in exchange for Johor's independence from Britain in 1967. The Sultan lived an extravagant lifestyle, owning a collection of private planes and an outstanding fleet of over 300 luxury vintage cars, including one once owned by Hitler. In a recovered 2013 interview that was posted on YouTube in 2017, Sultan Ibrahim disclosed that Hitler was a friend of his great-grandfather. He explained that Hitler's car was taken to England, then Malaysia, before being passed down to his great-grandfather. In addition to his extensive collection of private planes, which includes 3 Gulfstreams and a striking gold and blue Boeing 737, Sultan Ibrahim's accomplishments extend beyond flying. Notably, he created history as the first ruler to be officially licensed to run a train, gaining a distinguished spot in the Malaysian Book of Records. Despite his royal status, the Sultan maintains an active lifestyle, participating in sports like polo and tennis. His various interests include airplanes, vehicles, and motorcycles, which represent his adventurous attitude and love of adventure. Furthermore, Sultan Ibrahim is well known for his charitable endeavors, particularly charity work. While Sultan Ibrahim comes from a wealthy family, his luxurious lifestyle far exceeds conventional family income, prompting suspicions about the source of his enormous fortune. The Sultan's financial prowess is not entirely based on family fortune. He owns roughly a quarter of U-Mobile, Malaysia's largest mobile operator, as well as $4 million in Singapore real estate. His shameless shows of riches, such as flying his gold and blue Boeing 737 from Johor to Kuala Lumpur, highlight his considerable financial standing. Under his leadership, Johor holds yearly motorbike rides to attract tourists and raise money for those in need. The Sultan actively participates in these trips, typically riding his Harley-Davidson motorcycle and demonstrating a hands-on commitment to community engagement and social responsibility. In truth, he is quite a generous leader, and Malaysia is happy to have him as their king. What do you think about this new king of Malaysia? We would like to hear your ideas, so please let us know in the comment section. Before you leave, click the like button and the notification bell to be updated on our upcoming videos.